Hello, my name is Lemaiyan. I'm here to answer a question that has been asked on what is the gospel. To begin with, the gospel is a very specific message and it does not belong to us, it belongs to God. So this is a message from God to us. So it's a message that cannot be altered, it's specific and it's here for a specific reason. It's also called the good news for a reason that I will mention in a short while. Many people in the world have explained the gospel in various ways. Many have misconstrued it. They have called it the message that brings you money, the message that brings you healing, the message that brings you wealth. But it could be that, but it's more than that. I will explain the gospel in four basic steps. The first one, that men have fallen, that men have sinned against God, and the Bible would say that all have fallen and all have sinned and have fallen short of the glory of God. All men have sinned and they have fallen short of the glory of God, and we can see this from our world. Secondly, that through the fall of man, death follows, and death is with us. The wages of sin is death, and you can see from the world around you, you can see from the people who live around us, there is death. Death in how we interact with each other. Human beings have offended God. By offending God, they begin offending each other. Human relationships, even as you go back to our families, sometimes the relationships are strained. They are strained because of sin, because people have denied God and they have turned away from Him. So death comes to man, it kills his relationships, it kills even the world as we see it. But it goes beyond that. Since the wages of sin is death, then someone has to die for the sin. The world is dying for that, and many people are dying because of their sin. But God sent His Son Jesus Christ so that He will die, that anybody who believes in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That is the good news, that everybody who believes in Jesus will not die but have everlasting life. Christ took on the punishment that each one of us would have taken on. He did not sin, He knew no sin Himself, yet he died for the sins that you and I have committed. So Christ brings us life instead of death. Who receives this life? It's anybody who believes Christ and who follows Him wholeheartedly, who throws his selfish interests, who throws the demands of sin upon his life and takes on the yoke of Christ, takes on the hope that Christ provides. So the gospel is a very specific message. And for all those who are hearing today, maybe you're asking what is the gospel? It's that specific message that you are hopeless, you cannot help yourself, death is around you, and you can see it today. You can see it that the relationships around you are strained because of not only the sins that other people have committed, but your own sins. And for that reason, God calls you out to put your faith in Christ, to follow Him, to obey Him. And I can testify that from my own life. My life has changed because of believing in Christ. Nothing else could make a difference in your life much more than a hope in Christ. Following Him and putting your trust in Him, walking with Him daily and desiring for Him to take on your life and to give you a new hope. So that is the gospel. Thank you.